nutshell.
I love it. I love it. So you mentioned the ultimate version. I know you mentioned that when we first talked, and I'm like, oh, that aligns with pretty much like choose to be you. We want people to become the best version of themselves. So that ties in perfectly to my last question for you. When you envision the best version or the ultimate version of Becca, what does that look like? Like, what is that?
Um, it's funny. There's so many mindset practices that I do with myself and with my clients to almost like step into your ultimate version of you. But so, for example, one is getting super specific on like your perfect day, your dream day. And the reason I bring this up is because I visualize my perfect day pretty much every day. And anything that I can do to step into that, I do. So it was my birthday on Thursday,
Happy
and
belated birthday.
thank you. And I was like, how do I want to spend my birthday? And I was like, I want to get as close as possible to my perfect day so I can like live into what it feels like to live that day, right? So I went to the gym. I trained a couple of clients because in my perfect day, that's what I do. And then I went and I test drove a Jeep Wrangler because
Ooh.
my like ultimate version of me has a Jeep Wrangler. So I'm like, well, I can go and test drive a Jeep Wrangler and like feel what it feels like. I can't buy one right now, sure, but like I can feel what it feels like to drive one. So that's what I did on my birthday. I went and test drove a Jeep Wrangler, and I was like really like feeling it, and I drove in my visualization when I'm like picturing myself driving my Jeep. I'm driving to pick up my family from the airport because we obviously live in different countries. So I drove to the airport in this Jeep on my birthday, and like I was like getting into the mindset and getting into this like space of like what it feels like to actually drive to the airport to pick them up. And then I went down to the beach and I spent some time on the beach. So I played out this perfect day. And yeah, that's like one huge like mindset practice that like you can kind of go away and do is just like get super specific on what does your ideal day look like from the moment that you wake up? Like what are you doing? Like who are you seeing? Like how are you spending your day? Like what are you doing for work? What are your hobbies? Like all of these things. Like what does that look like? And then figure out what can I do right now to actually step into that. So
Mm.
I pictured my ideal self last year. Um, I I imagine, like when I imagine my ideal self, I have brunette hair. I have like brown curly hair. Last year I was blonde. So I was like, well, that's one thing that I can change right now. I can go out there, I can get my hair colored to the color I can imagine myself being. And that's one step closer to me becoming that ideal version of me. So just like have a think, what is there in like my perfect day that I can do right now. So if you picture like having a morning routine, but currently you like jump out of bed and like rush to work, okay, well maybe you can set your alarm a little bit earlier and actually take some time in the morning and things like that. So yeah, anyway, so that was my like how I spent my birthday is like stepping into that ultimate version of me. But ultimately, I just want to like help. I want to continue to help women up level their lives. I want to live in this like present, mindful space, just living, yeah, just living life intentionally and
Mm.
um, continuing to get my fundamental habits in every day because I know that that's what makes me feel good and that's what helps me to like be the best version of me. And just yeah, live a life of positivity and just
Yes.
continue to grow and um, yeah, do do what I'm doing now, but kind of like 10 times it,
I like
10x
that.
every single
10x.
day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that, Becca. Well, this has been so much fun. We definitely have to do this again. and
Yeah.
we will do it again because I have many more questions for you and I wanted to give that value to the audience. So thank you so much for your time. I'm truly grateful for you. So I'm going to keep living in gratitude today and beyond, and I'll try to be a symbol of gratitude like you. So thank you so much, Bekah. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been so much fun. So yeah, I'd absolutely love to come on here again and chat.
Definitely. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you everyone for attending as well. Bye.
Thank you.